Thank you, Carol. All right. Yeah, I think everyone's enjoying the murals so much. It's good morning, everyone. Sorry, I think we're all enjoying this too much. It's just a great day, and certainly a warm welcome and thanks for everyone, particularly our esteemed speakers joining us today. I'd like to start by welcoming a real staunch advocate for public transit, Congressman Rob Menendez. Rob represents the 8th District. And having him on the T&I is so critical, House T&I committee, to really helping us get the funding and making sure our issues are dealt with, whether they be operational or capital. So Rob, can't thank you enough, and he certainly just joined us with my next introduction at the Brick Church event just a few weeks ago. Next, I'd like to thank Mike Collada for joining us. He's the Federal Transit Administration's Regional 2 Administrator, and it is essential support, same thing. All the majority of our funding for these projects comes from the FTA, and it's not just the money, it's helping us go through these projects, work through them in the most effective way to deliver. And then certainly I have to thank Senator Joe Cryan, who represents the 20th District, and has been a very strong supporter in fighting for New Jersey Transit in Trenton for all our projects and initiatives. Certainly pleased to welcome my boss, Acting NJT Commissioner and Board Chair Fran O'Connor, and who is also with us at Brick Church and has been really instrumental in stepping up and coming in and really embracing the agency and all our employees, and it's very much appreciated, Fran. And then last but not least, certainly Mayor Chris Bollwage. And I'm sure Chris will talk in a minute, but when I first came on, one of the promises we had, this project had been languishing for decades, and I think anybody who knows the stations were in it know what a state of disrepair it was in. A lot of issues with Amtrak, et cetera. And I promised him that on my watch I'd get this project done, promised him that, and Chris, today is the day. So, but Chris, thanks so much for being a driving force behind it. And needless to say, I have to also thank Governor Murphy. All the support we've had through even the dark, really tough early days, Governor Murphy has been there for us. So although he's not here today, certainly owe a great debt of gratitude to the governor. Some of you may remember last summer we opened the Track 4 side, the eastbound side, allowing customers access 700 feet of high-level platforms with a new elevator and new stairways, including the extension of the platform 400 feet at ground level to connect to the other streets. So today we are proud to fully reopen the entire station with completing a $74 million construction effort, which was also New Jersey Transit's first ever commuter rail design build station project on the Northeast Corridor. With new station buildings, longer platforms for additional boarding capacity, new elevators, improved accessibility for people with disabilities, new communications and security systems, climate-controlled platform shelters, and new artwork, I'd say this project is tangibly and probably one of the most significantly improved stations for the daily experience for thousands of commuters. And really, not only does it make the commuter experience better, it really improves property values. It really benefits well beyond just the station, what that means for transforming this neighborhood. So while everyone knows it serves the Northeast Corridor, I would also point out it also serves the New Jersey Transit coastline, and we have a lot of connectivity to the local bus service, which also has been expanded and increased over the last year since we took over a number of services. So, and lastly, I should also mention our gratitude. I alluded to it with the congressman, but the Biden administration for the tremendous amount of funding they've made available for transportation infrastructure projects like this under the bipartisan infrastructure law. And certainly, as I mentioned, this project largely funded by federal dollars. Thank you, Mike. But I would just point out, Elizabeth Station is not the only transit station that we are investing in. NJT currently has more than 20 rail stations in active stages of development, ranging from construction to initial planning. And according to our Senior Vice President of Capital Projects, Rich Schaefer, this is the most active station work on our rail system at any one time since the 1800s. And again, looking at the governor has supported not just these projects, but including other ones such as Hoboken Terminal, Newark Penn Station, Walter Rand Transportation System as hubs that really are going to change the service and the comfort for our customers for years to come. I would say the bigger picture is in 2017, the year before we came in, NJ Transit had only less than $60 million in hard money contracts out on the street. And since then, we have advanced nearly $6 billion worth of projects, including both infrastructure as well as train and bus vehicle purchases. And in addition to that, we currently have $8 billion in capital expenditure over the next 3 years. So again, by far the largest investment in our system over a similar period in the 40-year history of NJ Transit. In closing, I would just like to emphasize that these improvements here at Elizabeth Station really highlight our dedication to enhancing the quality of life for residents in the communities we serve. And certainly for those who live in Elizabeth or close to it, I think this station is a major upgrade. So now I'd like to move on and introduce some speakers, and certainly starting off with the Congressman. Congressman Menendez, would you come up and say a few words?
Oh, it's a great day to be here in Elizabeth. Kevin, thank you for all you do, your incredible stewardship of NJ Transit. It's great to be able to partner with you, with Michael, with Fran, to make sure that we're creating an infrastructure and mass transit system that works for all of our residents, works for all of our communities. We had the opportunity to be in East Orange a few weeks ago. It's great to be here in Elizabeth today with Mayor Bollwage, with members of City Council, with our state senator, Joe Cryan, because it takes partnerships to do things like this. It takes the advocacy of folks on the ground to tell their state and federal partners what they need, and then it's our obligation to deliver. Today is a result of partnering together, of years of advocacy, of investing in communities like Elizabeth to ensure that everyone has a best-in-class experience when they use NJ Transit, when they use their mass transit systems. I'm a big believer, as is the Biden administration, the Murphy administration, that public spaces should be cathedrals to the people that they serve. And when you look at this beautiful building, mural, state-of-the-art facility, it is a dedication to our community. It is a dedication to the public that we strive to serve every single day. So this is a great day. There's more work for us to do together. I'm so thankful to have these partners and to be able to work and deliver for all of you. So thank you all so much for this opportunity. I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Next, as I said, it is not just the money, but our federal partners is certainly is led by the regional administrator, Mike Collada. And Mike, what you do for us and your team, it goes well beyond just the financing, but it's helping us really make sure we deliver the most efficient way possible with the best practices. So Mike, please come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Kevin. What a great day to be in Elizabeth. On behalf of Federal Transit Administration, Acting Administrator Veronica Vanterpool, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and the Biden-Harris administration, I would like to thank you all for being here today as New Jersey Transit reopens a brand new Elizabeth Station. I'd like to acknowledge and thank everyone who has touched this project and made it successful. None of this would be possible without the hard work and dedication of New Jersey Transit President and CEO Kevin Corbett and the entire New Jersey Transit team. Kevin, thank you for your leadership in delivering this new station to the people who travel along the Northeast Corridor. Today's achievement reflects years of vision and working closely with us at the Federal Transit Administration. And speaking of, I would like to thank my team at the Federal Transit Administration who worked tirelessly to ensure this project's success. Some of them are here with us today, including our lead engineer on this project, June Yan. I would also like to thank and recognize our federal partners on the Hill, led by Congressman Rob Menendez, who serves on the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Congressman Menendez, I don't know if he's still here. I know he just stepped out, but I just would like to thank him for his support of public transportation and for fighting to ensure that federal money is coming into the region to improve the lives of people in New Jersey. The Federal Transit's investment of $58 million towards this project will be a game changer for the city of Elizabeth. This community has had an elevated rail station here since the year 1893, And as Kevin mentioned earlier, the station has been in dire need of improvements for many years. With the infusion of federal urbanized area funding from the Federal Transit Administration, New Jersey Transit has been able to completely overhaul this facility, replacing, upgrading, and modernizing much of Elizabeth Station's infrastructure. There are longer platforms for easier boarding, new ADA elevators to improve accessibility for those with disabilities, new visual displays, new security cameras, new climate-controlled waiting areas, a new ticket office, a beautiful mural in the tunnel that we just walked through to come over here earlier today. Great public art and retail space. It's important to step back and recognize that at the end of the day, we were not simply investing in the steel and concrete that we poured into this station or the technology that we installed. We invested in the people who live in and commute from the city of Elizabeth. Our work is entirely about people. All of these upgrades will have a tremendous impact on the 2,500 riders who use this station every day. Transit is so vital to this community. And when the commuters in Elizabeth step up onto that brand new platform and wait for the doors on the next train to open, those are not just the doors on a rail car. For many of us, those are the doors of opportunity. And that's why the work that we do is so important, and that's why these investments are so vital. Today's opening represents another prime example of how the federal government is investing in transit infrastructure and improving how we serve the people in our region. With the enactment of the bipartisan infrastructure law, we have even more opportunities to support transit across the state of New Jersey. I look forward to many more events like this one today. And in closing, let me just say that on behalf of the Federal Transit Administration, I'd like to congratulate Governor Phil Murphy, President and CEO Kevin Corbett, the entire New Jersey Transit team, and all the public officials gathered here today for completing this exciting project. I'm honored to be here. Job well done. Thank you, Kevin.
And you're right, Mike. Thanks both to your team and my team at all levels. That cooperation we see at our quarterly meetings, et cetera, is really is inspiring. I hope the rest of the country can do what we do in this region here. While we certainly appreciate the federal side, there's no doubt we have to do our side on the state side. And having advocates in Trenton, there are a lot of other issues: healthcare, education. It's easy to knock a transit system. It's one thing to be able to back it, hold it accountable when it needs to be, but also to back it when we need to provide the resources. And we have a great leader and supporter in Senator Cryan. Senator, please come up. Say a few words, Joe.
Morning, everybody. Oh, come on. Today is a great day, is it not? Right? If you've lived here, if you've watched it, you know how exciting today really is. And I can tell you from this commuter, Kevin, it is an exciting day. I want to begin by thanking, on behalf of Assemblyman Atkins, Assemblywoman Keano, and myself, how honored we are to have a little bit of a partnership here. Before I thank Kevin and Fran, I want to take a moment. Mike brought the checks, all right? He brought the experience, he brought the expertise, him and his administration, but Mike brought the checks. Can we give Mike another big round of applause? Mike, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you've had the opportunity to deal with Kevin Corbett, not every day is a sunny day. And today, Kevin, we got the heat, we got the sun, and most importantly, we have smiles on even your face. Congratulations to you for today. A job well done. Congratulations. Okay. And to Fran O'Connor, not bad, huh? You're on the job. We're not going to vote for Fran to be permanent in the job until Monday. And look what you're getting done already. Huh? Congratulations to you, and let's give Fran O'Connor a big round of applause. So I ran for Senate in 2017, and it's safe, I had the privilege of being in the Assembly beforehand. It's safe to say that we had disputes with the previous governor. Right? One of those was the funding on this station, to put it mildly. So I called the mayor of this city, and I said, I'd really like to be considered. I want to run for Senate. I think I can do good things. He said, get the train station done. Nothing else. Just get it done. All right? Help and be a part of it. Understanding completely the importance of what this redevelopment, this investment, Michael, this investment, Kevin, this investment, Fran, meant to this city. And it means an incredible amount. Chris, I know, will talk more about the development and what's in the surrounding areas, so I won't. But I do want to share what I find to be incredibly important points. I use this station. I've shared this with Kevin along the way. The wider platforms really make a difference when you're waiting. You're more comfortable. You can see things. You just feel more at ease. And it may sound like a simple thing, but the wider platforms, when you come off here and it's extended, for those of us that park in the garage and then head right over, you can walk easily and come down these steps. Doesn't sound like much, but if you experience this station over the years, it's a big deal. You're comfortable, it's well lit. It's easy to walk, it's easy to not lose sight of who's next to you or who's behind you. And I walk a little faster than my wife, so you get that continuity that you get at the end of the night after you've had a day in the city. Those are the sort of little things that matter. And I want to share a couple more with you. By the way, one of them is having fans here today. Thank you for that. Let's give whoever thought of that a big round of applause. All right. But the ticket booths are comfortable and they're staffed. But walking through the mural, and I saw Reverend Lundy here before, the pictures of the church, right? We have the historic church. I'll let Chris, if he wants to, talk a little more about it. Pastor of that church is here. It's an iconic part of this city, and it's on that mural. The arch. If you reference the city of Elizabeth, the arches matter. They're part of what the fabric of the city is, part of what we're noted for. You walk through that beautiful mural, they're there. It's the little touches that make the experience nicer. And when you invest money sometimes, you can sometimes forget about the little things that matter. The ability to walk comfortably, the ability to get a ticket comfortably. I will tell you, the ticket agents and the ability even to use the machine, the kiosks, I think are the right term, are absolutely, they're for the ease of someone who's not technology driven, that can buy a couple tickets easily, ready to go. The experience is 1,000 times better. And for the city, it means 1,000 times more opportunities to grow, to promote, and to show off, in my view, the best city in the state of New Jersey, the city of Elizabeth. And I thank you for that. I just want to close with this. This one took a while, and I need to just take a moment. Kevin, we chatted about this. We were up here at the other platform a few months ago, and I should say your proper title and all that. But the reality is you never wavered on this commitment. Part because of the promise that you mentioned earlier, but mostly in part because you're a true professional. You get things done. Your word matters. And the commitment of you and the commitment of all the folks in New Jersey Transit who, to your opening comments, are changing mass transportation in this state. And everybody enjoys all the rides in the cars, right? We all love sitting in traffic. Let me be an advocate for you. Take the train. It'll be there. It's well run. It's comfortable. You're safe. And you'll get there, I promise you, with a lot more ease of mind and a lot more comfort inside. Enjoy the trip, because the leadership of New Jersey Transit has delivered today, and it continues to deliver each and every day for the people of the state of New Jersey. Congratulations for today.
All right, when do we have another event like this, Anthony? Let's give Fran, I think we're on a roll. And now he really thinks he does want to become our chair. Okay. Thanks. And speaking of which, for Fran, as I say, in addition to being the DOT chair, commissioner, which is a critical role for us, also is our chair, our board chair. And Fran, it's been great to have you on board these number of months. Look forward to your confirmation. But this may be your last unofficial acting time to speak. So come on up, please.
Thank you, Kevin. It's amazing what you have done with this agency, and I'm proud to work alongside you as you deliver projects like this. And being in Brick Church a couple of weeks ago and here today, it's truly amazing for all of us. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us to celebrate the reopening of the beautiful new Elizabeth Station. To begin with, I'd like to take a moment to thank all the other speakers joining us today. We heard from Senator Joe Cryan, who is such a fabulous supporter of New Jersey Transit and transportation, so thank you, Senator. Mayor Christian Bollwage, haven't had the chance to talk to you, but Our partnership with local communities is very important, not only to transit, but also to the New Jersey DOT. I also like to extend a very special thank you to Congressman Menendez as an instrumental member of the New Jersey congressional delegation for his unwavering advocacy for transit and transit funding. Another heartfelt thank you, as everybody has said, goes to FTA Regional 2 Administrator Mike Collada. We are deeply grateful for the funding and support provided by the FTA, which has been crucial in realizing the vision we see materialized here today. Distinguished guests, today's event marks a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts to create a more connected and efficient transportation network across New Jersey. Under Governor Murphy's leadership, we have embraced a comprehensive vision for transportation that integrates various modes of transit to better serve the needs of our state and its people. The improvements here at Elizabeth Station are a testament to that vision, and we sincerely appreciate the federal funding support that made this project possible. But this project isn't just about enhancing a single station. It's about creating a transportation hub that seamlessly connects rail and bus services, improving accessibility and efficiency for thousands of commuters every day. The $74.5 million investment in this station, as Mike said and Kevin said, includes new station buildings, extended platforms, new elevators, modern communication systems, and a climate control shelter, all designed to provide a better experience for our customers. As we celebrate today, it's important to recognize that this station is also a critical link in the Northeast Corridor, the most heavily traveled rail line in the United States. The upgrades will help streamline operations and improve the overall transit experience along the critical rail corridor, making our network more efficient to daily commuters. The project is also a testament to the power of partnership. It has been made possible through collaboration between multiple levels of government and the private sector. Such partnerships are vital as we continue to develop and modernize our transportation system across New Jersey. In fact, Elizabeth Station's transformation is part of a broader strategy to revitalize New Jersey's transportation infrastructure. Projects like this are critical as we look to support economic growth, reduce traffic congestion, and promote sustainable transportation options. Our work is far from done. With nearly $8 billion as planned capital expenditures over the next 3 years, we are making the largest investment in New Jersey transit history. The reopening of the Elizabeth Station is a clear example of how strategic investments in transportation infrastructure can yield substantial benefits to our communities. Thank you all who have contributed to this project, and thank you for your continued support as we work to realize Governor Murphy's vision of a more connected, prosperous New Jersey. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Fran. And while it's nice to get a little recognition once in a while, I have to say, I think as Mike knows, you know certainly DOT, and for New Jersey Transit, you know, for me, given the tools, you know, I'm glad to be leading. It's like the orchestra leader, but it's the orchestra. And I see it, your team at DOT here, you know, Jimmy Sincaglia, Rich Schaefer, Anthony Greco, our PD, all that, all the people working with Mike's team. Those are the people who really get it done. I'm just honored to be able to be able to lead them. So really, the praise goes to them, and that's not, you know, any false modesty. Last but certainly not least is the person who knows how to crack a whip and remind me of any commitment I made. And Fran, you said you may not know Chris that well yet, but guard your wallet because he's coming. But one of the greatest mayors to work with, Chris Bollwage. Chris, thanks so much for all you did to get us here.
Thank you very much, Kevin. First, I want to recognize the partners that we have in the City of Elizabeth. Councilwoman at Large, Patricia Perkins-Augusti. Councilman of the 5th Ward, Bill Gallman. Councilman at Large, Manny Grova. And Bridget Anderson, our Business Administrator. And I just want to thank New Jersey Transit and Senator Cryan and Assemblyman Atkins as well, and all of the staff. You know, when I first met Kevin, I said to him, we broke ground on a rainy day with the previous Republican administration and $60 to $70 million in commitments from the federal government when Joe Biden was the vice president and Barack Obama was the president. That's how long ago that the money was committed for this project. And the Republican governor sat on the money and did not let the NJTPA move the money out to get this project done. Yet it was Democrats. When I met Kevin Corbett, appointed by Governor Phil Murphy, I asked him if we can get the train station moving. And Kevin committed to me that in his watch, this train station will be done. Kevin, you are a man of your word, and the commitment is real. Thank you. But most importantly, the members of City Council that I just mentioned worked together to make sure this area gets revitalized. There's a 280-unit housing complex just to my left, Vinti, that just opened over the last year and a half, that has excellent amenities, attracting people that can use this train station. That corporation, headed by Sal Garcia, is looking to acquire property over there and build another 200 and plus unit. So therefore, the transit village continues. The DEP in New Jersey just informed us last week that they're going to work with us and purchase 5.5 acres from New Jersey Transit in order to create open space and a pedestrian walkway to the train station. So the continued effort of working together proves that mayors and council people do not need to stand up in front of a TV camera or write op-eds or do press releases in order to get things done. The best things that you can do is phone calls, conversation, and dialogue. And that works with New Jersey Transit, the City of Elizabeth, and throughout the state of New Jersey. I want to thank Paul and Dawn. They consistently listen to my phone calls in dealing with issues here throughout the City of Elizabeth. And I got to tell you, people may complain about New Jersey Transit. My wife rides it every day. My daughter rides it 2 days a week in their jobs in New York City. And I got to tell you, it works for them. It works for most people. And maybe at some point, people will walk around and interview people that deal with New Jersey Transit that have the positive things to say. Because the press consistently finds the 5 or 7 people who have a negative comment. They never search out the people who have positive things about economic development and development. Find the positive people. Say, hey, what's good about this train station? What's good about commuting from the City of Elizabeth into Manhattan? What's good about a new train station in the City of Elizabeth? What's good about the City of Elizabeth? Economic development, jobs, new housing, residents' easy commute to the city, and it's all because of partnerships with Joe Biden, Phil Murphy, New Jersey Transit, and the people that you see here today. Thank you for your commitment to bettering Elizabeth.
Thank you, Chris. The only caveat I'd say is thank God Phil Murphy got elected for a second term so I could be here to finish it. But with that finishes our formal program. So, but for all our honored guests, if you come up, we'll do a little ribbon cutting and photo op.
And if I could ask everyone else not to photo op to remain seated so that you don't block the press.